What's going on, ladies and gents? Welcome back to another SLA video. Guys, I want to talk a little bit about something that gets brought up on a daily basis nowadays, and it's kind of needs to be addressed, I guess. So first off, Solo Leveling Arise. How the game's doing, how it's going, the loss of players, where people are moving to, what people are playing, and the retention period. Now, there was actually a great question by JJ. Shout out to you for asking the question. Payne, when are the devs going to address the new players' inability to keep up with endgame content and how whaley it is? Well, I mean, I answered the way a dev would answer, right? And not as political. I answered the proper way I think a dev would think, but not answer the same way they would want to say it. So the reason why, guys, a lot of free-to-play players or small spenders who are beginners are not able to keep up is because you are now their money bank. You are their retention, okay? You are the person they want to be paying their bills, because let's be honest, veterans and everybody else who has played the game long enough no longer are doing that, right? There's enough people out there obviously keeping the lights on that are veterans, but you can see as a free-to-play account player here, if I can be a day one player, in my case day two player, and complete all the end game content including hard mode and top 6,000, well, I don't need to spend any money. Now granted, I have a pay to win account. I do a lot of testing for you guys, and that's kind of part of that pay to win account's role. As a matter of fact, that's the only role I really use for it, just to keep up enough to finish content, to be able to give you guys some guides here and there, but mostly to do testing on new units, whether they're worth it or not. But that's as far as my actual expenditure goes nowadays. Now, what do I normally spend a month on Solo Leveling Arise? On the pay to win account specifically, I'm spending on two things. Number one, keeping the 2 subscriptions up, right? Let's consider that 2 things, so let's say 3 things. Number 3, tickets. That's it. Nothing else. There's no other reason to pay for anything Solo Leveling Arise wise. So when it comes down to veteran players like myself who have pay to win accounts, who have spent an arm and a leg already, we've paid our dues. It's never going to happen, right? So this is why a lot of newer players are being treated this way, and why a lot of newer players are not given the opportunity to keep up with veteran players, because without you guys spending money, this game won't go anywhere. And that's the honest truth, guys. It's the first thing people need to know about this company is they're out for your money. It's a business. It's a business first and foremost, and this shouldn't surprise anybody. Every big company does this, whether it's Solo Leveling Arise, whether it's your local cell company or your ISP, whoever the case is. The goal of every business is new client acquisition and new client expenditure, new money. People don't like old money. Old money is comfortable. People want new money. So keep that in mind, guys, when you're thinking as a new player, hey, can I keep up with older players in regards to end game content? It's a PvE game, right? If you're looking to be a PvE player and you're going to be finishing, let's say, I don't know, Voltaire the first month you join the game, well, get ready to spend some money. It's the only real way to do it, guys. You can definitely defeat some of these caps if you actually had enough money to spend. So that's a very important thing to remember, and I want people to notice. Also, you guys just saw Zaphiris and Ragnarok, number 3 and 4. Those are our guilds. Guys, if you are looking for high-end guilds to join, go and join. Plus, if you did not extend the content creator program, I will not be able to give you codes any longer until next season. So guys, you missed out. Make sure you re-extend. Now, part 2 of this video, this is an important one. Payne, why aren't you playing Solo Leveling Arise Overdrive? Let's talk about that for a second. All right, guys, so let's talk about this. This has been a topic I've been brought up many times. Now, I want to be completely transparent with you guys. I was offered a free copy of the game if I made a video on it. I decided to actually pass on that, so I passed on a free copy of the game. I told myself one thing: if I got a free copy, I would do it. But the more and more I thought about it, for me personally, this game is not one that I was interested in playing. Now, there's a couple of reasons why. And many guys would ask, Payne, why would you do this? You play free to play. Why would you not join a game that has no gacha, no pay to win elements to it, etc.? Right? Well, because of a couple of reasons. Now, I've played this plenty of times. Okay, so I'm not even going to put the price point as a factor, because I was offered a free one. I can't even talk about the price point. I told myself if this was anything over $30, I wouldn't buy it. I wouldn't play it. It was over $50. I said no, but then I was offered a free one. So price point out of the picture. Let's not even bring that up as a topic. But if you have never played solo leveling before, if you've never touched a Rise, should you play Solo Leveling Overdrive? I think it's a fantastic introduction to the solo leveling world. I think if you've never played Solo Leveling Arise, this is a great game to jump in and witness the entire journey to the point that it's at right now. Okay, so that I think is absolutely true. It has a parry system, it's got a good dodge system, it's got great mechanics, it lets you choose different classes. You can craft different weapons. It's a big grind fest. And for people who like to grind or like Souls games, this game will work really well in your favor as a game you might enjoy. But for a solo leveling Arise player, and I made this absolutely clear, and people laughed at me when I said this. I remember this like it was yesterday. I remember making a video about this after it came out, and I said, you are losing 90% of your player base from solo leveling Arise. And I mean that, and I truly say that because of two reasons. Number one, it's a grind, right? A lot of people who have jumped on here that I know have already jumped off. And I'm not saying that it's because it's a bad game, but because they realize 99% of the game is pretty much the same. The mobs react the same way with some extra mechanics here and there. The graphics look much better, obviously, but there are a lot of different things that are the exact same in this game that is very similar to solo leveling Arise. So I don't want to replay a game with just a parry mechanic system in place, right? I've done that in the demo numerous times. Number two, the fact that it's an online only game. That is, I think, very upsetting for a lot of people, including myself. Like, if I want to play this offline, for example, right, that should be an option. It's a single player game. There's co-op, obviously, but co-op is not a necessity, it's an option. So there should be a way to trim that off, and I think a lot of people are upset about that. Now, apparently, devs are going to be patching that eventually, making it a very good, like, offline game as well. So once they do that, that'll obviously raise the stakes. And number three, my community. Yeah, majority of my community, including myself, did not want to jump on this to support this because we felt like it was a betrayal to solo leveling Arise players. But not only that, but they should have brought out Karma first. Now that's where my eggs will fall in a basket. I'm not looking for a repetitive grind fest that I have to, do the same boss 100 times over in order to craft one weapon and then do the same thing again and again and again, which essentially is what Arise is right now, right? For most of us, it is just a grind fest. We're just doing the same things over and over, at least with the gacha. Even as free to play, you can see you can get as far as you need to go as long as you're a first day player and you've done all the efforts. At least with the gacha, it's like a 5 minutes thing for a dad of two, a husband, someone with a career, etc. Right? So it's easier for me to take care of that and be able to make guides and test, etc. versus something like this, which will require a lot of my time. And that's just reality. So those are a couple of reasons why I'm not playing this, guys. I just don't want to do the grind again. I don't feel like it's worth it. But the moment Karma comes out, I will be all over that like white on rice. It'd be crazy. Like, I'm going to be all over that game completely. And then not to mention, there's also Bleach that I'm playing right now. There's still CZN that I'm playing right now. And I'm not even covering CZN. I'm just playing it. I'm loving it, enjoying it. I play it every day. And I think it's one of the best games out this year. And I've been loving it. I've been enjoying Bleach. And people have been asking why I haven't been making content on Bleach. Well, it's just been, I've been busy. I've just been busy, guys. Just reality of it. I'm trying to cool off on the content creating and take care of myself first, right? My mental health, everything else that comes along with it. You have to understand, being a parent, a father of two, again, having a career, a couple of businesses, plus doing content creating, plus being responsible for my family, and other things as well too. It makes it hard for me to give my all the time. So I've slowed down a lot on the content creator side in order to give a little bit of myself back to the people that matter. So for those who are wondering where are all my live streams like before, how come I'm not making as many videos, it's because I'm just taking care of myself, right? But I am making the videos I think that matter. I don't want to just put out videos that don't matter. I'm covering news, covering all the big codes that are coming out. I'm making the guides that matter, WOBL guides, the new content guides when they come out, plus guides for any of the missions in order to get you guys codes. All of that stuff matters to me a lot. I want to be able to always give back to my community and make sure I'm always here with my best foot forward, but it doesn't mean I just want to always make repetitive content just to have content out. So with that being said, I'm on vacation for the next little while. The next 2 days, actually, there'll be almost no content outside of this video, but that I just want to address a couple things. So the three major topics was, why can't new players catch up? Well, you're their piggy bank. Start paying. That's essentially what they want you to do, right? But of course, spend responsibly. Don't be stupid. You can do free to play. You just might not catch up for a long time. Number two, solo leveling Arise Overdrive. You guys know my reasons now. And number three, why I've been a little bit less content heavy is because I'm just trying to take care more of my family and myself, guys, and trying to give a little bit of time back to my loved ones and not stressing over, getting a video out just to get some views. So I hope that helps you guys out. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you didn't extend again, guys, new season's going to start in a couple weeks, I guess, a week and a half maybe. You'll be able to, of course, resupport at that time. But if you did miss some codes because of that lack of extension, it's just name of the game, unfortunately. Netmarble makes us do this. All right, folks, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys after my vacation. Talk to you guys in the next one. Peace out.